Mauro, to my experience, was great. I do think one of the critiques he had was like everything was so big and so out of control and so loud that it made the things that necessitated that kind of reaction not have as much impact if everything is so big.
So speaking of that, before we get to that, Cole, he coaches a lot of the NXT commentators, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did for sure. He's pretty much the hierarchy of the commentating team. And he's like very high up in that level.
Yeah.
And he's very, from what I've heard, I've never had the total experiences in the commentary side, but very giving to the talent, really wanting to succeed. And even commentators from the past, like Percy Watson. Yeah, I was just talking to Cole the other day, so like he develops a really nice kinship with them all. So
nice. Always liked Percy as a color guy. I did, man. And what do you think? What you worked there when Mauro Ranallo was at the helm as the commentating as far as the play-by-play. What did you think of Mauro as a play-by-play as an analyst?
Man, I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I thought he brought a lot of enthusiasm. He definitely had passion for the product itself and the performers. He was very inquisitive about the matches and your character and your backstory. So I thought he was great. And I guess there was some sort of weird thing, though, like within the commentary team where there was like, I don't know, some sort of bullying perhaps, or things of that nature, or somebody didn't see eye to eye on the commentary thing. And that was a whole thing that I don't remember at all. And even talking about it, I sound like an idiot. But Mauro, to my experience, was great. I do think one of the critiques he had was like everything was so big and so out of control and so loud that it made the things that necessitated that kind of reaction not have as much impact if everything is so big.
Yeah.
But he's just a passionate dude. And I think that's not something, I mean, if that's your critique of somebody who's a great professional, then you have that conversation. So maybe
I agree. I really liked Mauro as play-by-play. I did. One of my favorite NXT commentating team was Mauro, Nigel, and Percy. I think that three was the best commentating team in NXT. I really liked them.
When we did the ladder match in New Orleans, one of my 5-star matches.
Yeah,
I remember. I think who was the guy who did all the weird stuff? Lars Sullivan.
Lars
gave me the Uranagi. Threw my buddy Velveteen Dream through a ladder, like right over by the announce table spot. I thought of, by the way, put him through it, and like it shocked me, and I'm like, whoa, that was something. And the only thing I could hear was not the crowd, but Mauro's commentary, because it's just like,
Mamma mia!
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, that works, cool.
Yeah. JR became a Hall of Famer because of his commentating, and so like he's, as far as I know, he's the only commentator in WWE Hall of Fame, as far as I can. And I mean, well, Lawler got in, based on mostly his commentating as far as WWE is concerned, but he had a, Hall of Fame career way before WWE. But yeah, I mean, like if JR sets the standard of someone who's a commentator. And so if you want to be a commentator, you have to make things look big, and JR sets the standard. And so I'd rather the critique be someone who's overselling something that is not as much needing to be oversold than underselling something that needs to be oversold, like most of the commentators that we see.
I agree, Chris, 100%. Yep.
Yeah, it's always, for any aspiring professional wrestler that's watching this, I feel it's always better to go all the way out there and get reeled back in than go out there tentative and tepid and, have no energy, and then you just look like a bore.